So you were there when WCW closed, obviously.
Right.
How was that for you, and why did it take you 2 years to finally come to WWE at the time?
Because I was still getting paid. Yeah. So I get closed, whatever it closed, 2000, 2001. So I had 2 years to win. Yeah, so I sat home.
So the TBS or Turner had to pay you.
Right. Oh yeah. And if you work for somebody else, they could also fire you. So I really couldn't wrestle anywhere else either, at the risk of getting fired or taking my contract away. So yeah, that's why I took. It was like I know it was me, Goldberg, a Sting.
Sting as well,
Yeah,
right?
and then but some guys took a pay cut, which was crazy. You know, they gave like 30% of what they should have got and took it, and then
You go elsewhere.
yeah, and then you know, it happened to a few guys. I think Buff and Booker T. I know did that, and like Buff had one match and just gone.
Yeah.
And then you know, DDP. I wouldn't say that he got treated very well either. You know, he did that stalker gimmick, and then he was pretty much finished. You know.
So how was it for you when you went back to WWF? Because it was a WWE, sorry. It was a big deal to have Steiner come back.
Right. Well, that happened. It was almost over like an 8 month negotiation, because I was first supposed to go in there and tag team. Well, this is what I was told. I was supposed to tag team with Stone Cold against Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, but they dangled that carrot, but were offering me less money. I said, man, that sounds like a great idea, but the money's not right. You know, and then you know, in the summertime, they try to do it again. Like, you want to be in movies, right? We're doing movies now. You want to be here, right? You want to say, yeah, sure, but I still got to get paid this, you know. And that never happened to like what, November, December. So that's when they.
You could have been the Marine 5.
Yeah, I've been one of the guys getting shot.
Yeah. So you finally worked it out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then showed up. Would that have been the Royal Rumble? Survivor Series. Okay.
See, these guys know everything, so I love it. I can never get a fact wrong because they check it and they get it right. So.
We love you guys!
So Survivor Series.
Yeah, and I came out. That's when they played my music, and I went out and just beat up Matt Hardy and Lewinsky. Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, even Howard Finkel came up to me and said, "I mean, that was one of the biggest pops I've witnessed."
It was a big deal.
Yeah. And I thought, man, this is, you know, I was actually fairly surprised that I got that response. So I thought, this is great. They don't have to push me much because they already knew who I am. So, and unfortunately, yeah. Everybody from WCW got the thumb put out.
Yeah.
And I was just one of them, you know. Like Kevin Nash, he did the same thing I did. He won the first match, disqualification against Triple H. And then he beat him in the second time. I did the same thing, beat him in the disqualification and lost the next one. So everybody got.
Code Alpha on deck 12, zone 4, pool deck, starboard side. Code Alpha on deck 12, zone 4, pool deck, starboard side.
Got Provo! Let's go, Got Provo!
Put him in a recliner!
Are we good? Okay, continue. So you same thing with Triple H.
Yeah, so, and then after I finished that, then I got into meaningless matches.
Right.
And I don't know how many people knew, but when I went there, my foot was totally paralyzed.
And why was that?
Man, it was the damnedest thing. I wrestled in Tennessee one night, and I must have got hit with my peroneal nerve because I was fine. I don't remember getting hit there. Next morning, it was dead. I mean, I don't know if, you know, paralysis is the weirdest, because I would go like this and my foot would just fly. Uncontrolled.
Right.
So I went up there with that, and also my hips were bad, arthritis, you know, because my body calcifies really bad. Because when I tore this bicep, back then you had to be in a cast for like, you know, 6 weeks. By the time that happened, to this day I still cannot turn my wrist like that because it is calcified. So.
But remember the Steiner peak? He had the best bicep peak. I wish I had a Steiner peak.
that was, I couldn't wrestle the same, so. Matter of fact, to this day, not only can I not watch a match, I had a hard time watching me walk to the ring.
At that time?
Yeah, because I had to tape my ankle, then I had a brace, then I put my boot on, and then I taped over my boot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was basically wrestling the cast, So then when I left in 2004, I had my, they're supposed, Dr. Andrews did a lot of my surgeries,
Yeah.
He had a good foot doctor, and supposedly had good, success. So I took the tendon on the side of my foot, put it in the front, had a plate put in, put 18 screws in there, and he said, oh, you should be good, but mine never did, to this day.
Still bugs you?
Oh, it's still dead.
Still dead.
Still dead. Like I have a hard time putting my shoes on because I put my foot in, flatten my toes, squeeze a little bit, and push it down again, flatten my toes. I mean, I'm wearing a brace right now because I don't know if anybody saw it, but I was walking through the hall and I almost tripped because my foot drags.
Right.
Just so I would not be wearing my, because I don't wear my brace all the time unless I'm, fear somebody will fall, like at the airport or something.
But let me just point out once again to all you guys watching, when you talk about wrestling and you guys enjoy watching and everything like this, this is the price that all of us have to pay one way or another. The guy's had a dead foot for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, still shows up here to talk with you guys. It's a true role. Just think about that next time you guys talk about a botch online or some shit. Think about the real side of wrestling.